Hey man, how are you?
Doing pretty well, nice and early in the morning. How are you
Yeah.
going?
Yeah, same. Is that like a fake dog? Because it's not
No,
moved.
no, that's my girlfriend's dog. She's been living with me for several weeks when my girlfriend moves, and her name's Peanut. Uh, and she's just been a bit sick, so
Oh,
hopefully she's not scratching at herself during this video, because I might have to stop her, but she's passing out right now, so I think we'll be fine.
okay. Oh, I can see her breathing. Okay.
Yeah.
Poor girl, poor girl. All right. Well, thanks for taking the time out to do this. This is in more so promotion for the tour that's coming up in, I think, the 13th of March it starts. Is that right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Runs through to the 4th of August in sunny Adelaide. 4th of August, 4th of April in sunny
Yep.
Adelaide. So we'll have a bit of a chat about the tour, have a little bit of a chat about the history of the band, well, and of course the album that came out, the album that was, came out of nowhere, like nobody saw it. The band had been together for 10 years and then finally dropped the album.
Yeah,
Why did
to
it
be
take so
honest,
long?
yeah, 10 years, gosh. I mean, technically the first year and a half or two was kind of like a studio project, but really the band in from the moment it was conceived till now, yeah, about basically 10 years. I think it was with the most boring reason is money. It costs a lot of money to make an album. The more interesting reason is that we just wanted to be at a level with our craft where we were like, yes, every single song that's going into this is awesome. And they're not only awesome, they all flow together, they work together. Our previous EP, Pain or Ouroboros, we were talking about making that an album. And look, I don't even know, between Spud, the main songwriter, Sol, the other guitarist, and myself, who also writes music, probably got dozens of demos. And, with the last EP, we were like, well, we've written these four songs, and oh, fuck, we could just pull out five, six, seven songs
Hmm.
and use them. But that wasn't particularly inspiring. We didn't want to force it. I've heard stories from other people in bands where they're like, fuck, kind of wish with our first album, like it's a memory, it's a good memory, but we did just rush and throw whatever we had at it. So for this one, I guess we'd been doing release after release and it just finally hit. The time was right. The inspiration was there and we went for it.
Cool. I mean, talking of the waiting for it to hit the wall correctly. 13 tracks, three of them in theory are interludes. Am I correct in saying that then in essence there's three chapters to the album?
Actually, no, no, there isn't. But I think that's just a pacing thing. That's interesting. I'm pretty much responsible for pushing for the interludes because I make a lot of like electronic dark ambient noise stuff on the side. I mean, I'd contributed stuff to that before as well as the other guys had. I think that was more, it's kind of like when we're building a set list in the
Mhm.
jam room and we just hit certain points where it's like, this is a good spot to stop. This is a good spot to soul to hit a noise pedal and start mucking around, or we'll just stop and we'll talk and breathe. And I think for the album, it just naturally felt like there's a barrage for the first bit, then there's a bit of a breather, then there's another barrage, and then there's a final breather, and the intro as well.
Yeah.
Um, that's an interesting idea, though. Yeah, so no conscious like grouping of themes into certain chapters. Maybe in the next one.
Hey, I'm happy to throw the idea out there.
Yeah.
I mean, musically as well. I mean, it's interesting. I'm intrigued to know how you would describe yourselves as a band because, like, listening to the album, yeah, like, yeah, there's black metal, yeah, there's deathcore, but then there's also like hardcore that comes into it with like some like intense breakdowns that are there as well. So like every song was just kind of like this, and it matched, but it was like this roller coaster. You're like, oh, I thought it was this, but now it's this. And then
Yeah.
vocals as well. There's growls, there's screams. There's actually some clean vocals that are on the album as well. So how would you describe you as a band? I'm not sure who's frozen here, whether it's you or me. There you go. All right. So the what I was mentioning a few seconds ago was about the different styles that within the songs. You know, there was deathcore, there was black metal, and then there was like hardcore breakdowns that were in there as well. And the whole way through the album, like I noticed them sorts of things as part of this journey. But how would you describe yourselves as a band?
Sure. So what I was saying was that we've kind of ended up referring to ourselves as Black Grinding Death. We're not really a marketing driven band. I think it was just but it was, we've got a logo shirt we've just put out where we've got that below it. It's kind of a catch-all way to describe us. I mean, there's so much going on there. The band, look, when the band started, when Spud started it, it was pretty much just kind of power violence grindcore with black metal. Pretty straight up. There wasn't like no frills, to the point. Yeah, and as time's gone on, adding new members, I mean, all of those influences that you hear there have always been in the members that have been in the band. It's just been a progress of going, actually, we can veer outside the box just a little bit more. We can add a little bit more in. I mean, even like breakdowns and stuff, like look on the first EP towards Extinction, there was like maybe one bit in the first song that was kind of a breakdown. I think of it as sounding a bit more like a Primitive Man style, like sludge, just crushing thing. But over time, it's almost like we've been like, fuck it. Like, look, like I don't personally think that there's deathcore in our sound, although when you mix death metal and hardcore, it's hard for it not to sound like that. Um, but these are all things that we listen to, and I think if it serves the song, then it's probably going to end up there. I mean, the spoken word stuff, that was kind of just a thought where this album's a very cinematic experience, and I was like, it would probably sound cool to have like a different voice conveying certain things. Don't know if that means we'll ever have genuine, like, clean singing in the future. We do have boundaries on how far we will go with things, but yeah, I think I said this to someone else the other day. We're kind of itchy creatives that we just kind of can't help but try things and put things together. And I think that creates a really unique experience for our band.
Yeah. Well, now we move on to the tour. So, I mean, I know you played with Cryptopsy just before Christmas, blow the old
Yep.
cobwebs off, and then you've got the tour coming up very, very shortly. Um, so, I mean, when you go and do this tour, I mean, is it going to be, when it's 9 shows in what, the space of just over 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks? Like, what can fans expect from your set? Like, is it going to be the album from start to finish, or is it a mixture?
I don't know what I can say about that. I don't think it's really going to be a highly guarded secret, but we're taking this opportunity because our last tour, proper tour, not going interstate, our last proper tour was 2018. We
Wow.
might have gone in COVID time if COVID hadn't happened, but I think we want to give fans the album, people or new people the album while we have a chance to get up there because, the next time we're up, assuming it's not for a release, we might be then going, well, how are we going to try and cram in all the different songs? So, yeah, we're going to be giving that experience to the fans and the new fans alike.
So again, it's what could like I've never seen you guys play, okay?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, I mean I wasn't 2018 I didn't see you play. And I'll be at the show with Barry's and Seek Misery, and I know what to expect from them. I've seen them before, okay? So they go and play, you play. What am I going to be watching?
Sure. Well, I like to say that us being a very well rehearsed band and working really hard to nail everything allows us to be chaotic rather than being like, fuck it, we'll be chaotic and that will make up for sloppy playing. Yeah, it's that we've got a really strong foundation and really being able to nail our songs. But from the time that I joined the band, it was just about trying to be chaotic on stage and like vaguely threatening, like when I'm not the only one in the band that cares about this, but we're conscious of like lighting for certain songs and um not in a pretentious way of trying to create like an imposing atmosphere because the music's fun and like engaging and we want people getting into it, but like from a personal standpoint, like all of the lyrics that I've written for this band are serious. There's nothing in there that's for fun. I'm not just going, haha, let's write a song about this. Like it's all there's conviction there, and we want I want that to come across, and we everyone clearly wants that to come across in their performance. In yeah, this kind of chaotic, kind of in your face experience, and it's a bit of a whirlwind. You don't really get much time to breathe, I think, when you watch us play live.
Okay. So my research may be slightly wrong on this, and if I am, do correct me. So you said that potentially the last time the band did a tour interstate was potentially 2018. Didn't you join in 2019?
No, no. The
Oh,
unless Towards Extinction came out in 2019, you might be right. Or no, I would have joined. I probably at the very end of 2018. Yeah, it's a 6 month window probably between
right.
the end of 2018 and 2019. Yeah.
So so
But
did
we
you
toured.
tour interstate then? You personally
Yep,
with the band? Okay, cool.
yep, yep, yep. That's fine. It's funny. So much time's passed that I can't accurately recall right
Eight
now. But
years.
yeah, let's just say it's 2018. Um, or 2019, yeah. Yeah, so I toured. I don't think we got to Adelaide. I think the first time we went to Adelaide was several years ago when Behemoth, not the last time they were here, the time before. So we
Yeah,
got to open for Behemoth at, I forget the name of the venue. It's
the
crazy. It's
Gov.
got like a tropical
The
tropical
Gov.
outdoor garden. The Gov?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Great venue. Yeah. So that was the first time we got to Adelaide. Yeah.
nice. Very nice. Okay. So I mean, what sort of kind of hurdles are you expecting then doing a 9 day tour in 2.5 weeks?
Um, Sustainability. For all of us, I probably would say a singer's probably the one that has to worry the most about not pushing too hard. Um, you know, One of the things, although I don't mind it because I kind of need my own space before we perform anyway, isn't it not even talking too much to people at the venue. You have people coming up and you're kind of talking above the music, and it's the worst thing. I mean, drinking alcohol as well is one of the worst things you can do. So in a way, it's not very fun. So perhaps I'll just have a good book, and I'll be sitting out the back with headphones in, and I'll be trying to just forget everything else that's going on. That'll be a hurdle. I guess for everyone else, it's making sure all the backlines there, their strings don't break, and they've got enough spare strings, all of that. But I think we've planned as much as we can. You can't control every single disaster from happening if it's going to happen.
So is that your preparation mostly for a show? Is actually just to like go into a Zen state away from people?
Yeah, yeah. I try to, like I'm 33. It's been a long journey. Like as a vocalist, I mean, like COVID did something to me where I didn't really practice enough. And then when I started playing again with the band, I sort of changed some techniques and I lost a massive part of my voice, my singing voice, my screaming voice, all of that. So I've only just started getting it back because I've had to rebuild everything. Um, Sorry, what was it? You were asking me going away. Yes. So warming up, I have to warm up a lot more now. I mean, I probably don't have to. My singing teacher friend would hate hearing that, but I think I just realize how important it is now to really be a professional about it. Like you're an athlete.
Yeah.
You're not going to be going to do a power lift at the Olympics and you're just mucking around, talking to people, having a beer. Before, you're doing all your stretches, you're doing all your warm ups. It's important because
Oh, I think he's done it again.